What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Hopefully we'll be making more content soon with this new camper we picked up. This is my 2019 Chevy Colorado ZR2 diesel. It's got almost 100,000 miles on it. Very rough on this truck, and it has done very good for me. Tuesday last week I picked up my Lone Peak camper. Ordered it back in 2022 and just picked it up last week. Go over setting everything up and all the options I got. I've already started building the interior out. Got a little ways to go, but it's about where I want it so far. Start on the outside here. We got the diesel heater port on the passenger side. I'll get that opened up once we open the camper up. I have it locked right now. I've got an OVS 270 awning that I've ran for almost 3 years now. Got 200 watts of solar on the roof. I went ahead and did my own solar. I had those from my old setup. I used to rock an Alucab Explorer canopy and an Ironman 4x4 wedge tent before I picked this up. Got limb risers here. Custom made some brackets for the roof. Those went on. I used to have a Prinsu rack on here. Couldn't fit it with the new camper, so I pulled the Prinsu off. I used the front mounting bolts and made my own brackets for that. Front light bar is an extreme LED light bar. I've had that for about 2 years now. I went with that option versus getting one from Lone Peak. I liked having the ambers and the whites. I can control them individually. I've ran that for about 2 years now. Just bolted it onto the front extrusion. Got a CBI dual swing out with tables on the back. Have my tire and my trash bag there. Left side is on quick mounts. I can actually remove this box whenever I want. And summertime I rock a dual Dometic water jug carrier on there. Wintertime I rock this box. I actually built this box out. It houses my diesel heater. So inside here is my diesel heater setup. I custom 3D printed some mounts on the, or 3D printed some hose connections on my intake side. My heat outside, I've got an aluminum MAF adapter here, and the exhaust, everything's got covers on it. Live in the P&W, so there's obviously a lot of rain here. I'll show you guys the connections on the back here in a second. This side, I got the gear vault with the table. I only have a few of these packed out so far. I got just some odds and ends in the bags. I carry a tool roll, so I don't have my tools in the side here. Open up the swing outs here for you. I made this mount for my tire carrier, tire table. Picked that up on REI last year. It was on sale for like $25. So these are my mounts, are my 3D printed diesel heater ports. Down here is the engine air intake. The one behind the table is the air intake for the heater. So cold stuff's on this side, hot stuff's on the other side. Here I've got, this is my power, just an SAE plug for the power. And this is a sealed 3-pin connector I use for my controller. Extended my controller wiring. The controller is actually a thermostat, so I bring that inside. I'm replacing this rear light with some Baja Design rock lights. This is my interior so far. Got the biggest fridge Ironman. I have the biggest fridge Ironman 4x4 makes. We usually go out for a couple days at a time. Never ran out of space. Dual zone. Sometimes I rock it as a fridge on both sides. Sometimes a fridge and a freezer, depending on what the weather is at and if I want to take ice cream with us or not. I use a, I think this is a 16-inch step stool to get in and out. Folds up nice and easy. Get the top popped up so you guys can check it out here. Get you guys somewhere you can easily see. Inside here. Don't worry about this. This is my doing. I have lighting on my awning that I hooked up to the awning button here. I can switch to colors. I always rock white and amber lights. Here in the P&W, 90% of the year is mosquitoes, so I try not to rock white lights. Tailgate light button here. I added a light strip on both sides. It's only a white light, so when I switch to amber, I have it so it turns itself off. And it also dims with the buttons on the juice box. Go up inside and show you guys around here. Hopefully it's not too close quarters. Go over the bed here in a minute. This is the inside. Everything's made with 20 mil extrusion. Cheap and light. I custom made these boxes here. They just slide out. Keep my cooking stuff. Food. Below here, I've got this box here. This is where I'll keep my clothing and whatever else I need. I have 200 amp hours of lithium. 40 amp DC to DC charger, 2000 watt inverter, and MPPT controller. Everything's down here. If I can get you guys close. So I've got everything in this one is a Renogy. So that's my Renogy shunt. It tells me what the percentage of the battery is. This is wired directly to my inverter. This is where I turn my inverter on and off. A couple USB ports. 12 volt ports, SAE ports. I prefer SAE over anything else because it's a better connection. I wired in the USB to the 12 volt auxiliary port so I can turn that on and off. The tent light is at the very top here. Turn that on. You can switch that between amber and white. This bed down so we can... Sorry, this camera doesn't have the best wide angle. Here's my bed. It's almost exactly the same size as the XL Twin. Just a XL Twin fitted sheet on there. These windows are huge. Basically the entire side of the camper. It's on both sides. Up top's a vent you can pop out. Not sure if you can see it or not, but in the front, on both sides, you have diesel heater port intake, so you can run your cold side of your diesel heater into there so you can circulate your air. Very rarely do I do that. I've got a 8,000 kilowatt hour diesel heater. I've never had a problem heating my tent. I usually, even at -5 degrees, I sleep with the windows open. Bed platform is extremely easy to pick up. Got the mole panel. I did the table. So I can sit down on my bench if I want to, and eat up here if I want. This is the same height. This is my butane stove that I might start using again. I didn't use it before. I usually use a propane stove, but I might switch over to the butane if I want to heat up water or something inside. I don't have any plans on cooking regular food inside the camper. What else? This spot's not done yet. I'm going to put a top on here. It's kind of just my catch-all. I keep an air hose in there. Some of my recovery straps, a collapsible sink. I might build a sink here on top of this, up a little bit higher. We'll see. Kind of going to play it by ear on that one. Rear's got a huge window as well. I installed this strap here. Easily pull the tailgate up, reach up, pull that down. Some people asked me, I replaced the seal on the bottom of the lift gate. Works a little bit better. Got seals coming for this garbage Chevy tailgate. This is how you unlock the diesel heater port. You spin this until it's unscrewed, and then the outside, you pop it open from the outside. So far I have my tent, my light, my tailgate light, my awning lights hooked up. Awning's not out right now. My 12 volt is for the USB ports, and then I have the light bar, since I have my own light bar, and I run that to a S-Tech switch. That controls my onboard air. Opens easy. Push out, reach out, open the tailgate. Soft close tailgate on the, or soft close, soft open tailgate makes it easy. Get this closed down. Deploy the awnings so you guys can check that out as well. Let's close this up. I 3D modeled and printed out of PETG these awning strap hooks for the front and the rear. You could hook them to the handle, but that intrudes the door opening, and as well as you like to keep the strap as flat as possible to the camper and the awning. Show you guys the deployment of the awning really quick. There's the awning fully deployed. I adjusted this door's strut position so it doesn't hit the bottom of the awning. It's fairly easy. You just loosen the mounts on both sides, move the strut down, tighten them back up. Every arm's got light bars on them. I put those on a couple years ago. Truck running board lights, so they have amber for light for blinkers and white lights for scene lighting, and so I just wired them to 2 separate plugs. I might redo that now that I've got the juice box, but one goes to the amber lights, one goes to the white lights. I think I've only ever used legs on this maybe 3 times in the 3 years I've had it. It's been in some pretty gnarly wind. Never had an issue with it. I do need to adjust this rear door a little bit. Just barely hits this arm, but I'm not super worried about it. And I do have a wall kit that I personally made for this. One day I'll do a video on setting that up. I've only used it 1 time, but it's nice to have when you're in really cold weather. We put my fire pits, which are actually right here. This is one of my fire pits that I designed. I plasma cut them. They're completely fold flat, 18-inch fire pit. You can use wood or gas. I make my own burners. Underneath here, I've got my onboard air in here. It's wired up and it comes out. The check's right there. I usually just use all this area for storage that I don't need to get to while I'm in the camper. Used to put my chairs there, but I made it just a hair shorter when I built this interior, and my chair doesn't slide in there now, which is not a big deal. This side will just be random, like I'd said. But there she is. Extremely happy with it. Glad we waited. This is the awning straps hooked and tensioned on both. I did the front one on the side because I have the light bar here and I have just not about a 1/2 inch less room than I need to put the mount there, but that's not a big deal. This actually works perfect. A few things I want to change out, but other than that, I'm extremely happy with this so far. Kyle and the team did a great job on the camper. Let me know if you guys have any questions on anything, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I was packing up, and I figured you guys might want to see the awning being put away. Some people have issues with getting the awnings rolled back up, but I've got it down to a science because I use it quite often. This door here. And just for height reference, I'm 6'4", so that's pretty high up there, so you may need a step stool. And zipper wax has saved my life with that zipper. It used to be pretty tough to get the zipper on. Cleaned it up, put zipper wax on it, and it's worked perfectly ever since. Alright, later guys.